The problem with fate. Is everything that you do actually you? Are you in full control of your life and all decisions that you make are truly yours? Or are you completely out of control of your life and everything that happens is already assigned for you? I find this concept really interesting. When it comes to fate, there's basically two sides of an argument. One that states that fate is not real and you are in control of everything, and the second one which says that the fate is actually what is determining your life. So let's look at the first point. We assume that the fate is not real. You are in full control of your life. You decide how the things go and which decisions you're gonna take. But of course, it's not like you're in 100% control of the world. A lot of unexpected things can happen, such as flat tire, unexpected bill to pay, and so on. But even despite those things, you are still the one that chooses how to react to these things and how to proceed further with them. On the other hand, if we look at the popular phenomenon called butterfly effect, which states that even the smallest, most meaningless action leads to the much bigger things happening, we can actually see that in order for all of the unexpected things happening in our life, we as an individual had to make decisions that led us to this point. Which means that actually everything that is happening to us is 100% our cause, and you are in full control, even if you are not aware of it. But of course, life is unpredictable. You cannot control everything. You do not decide where you are born, which language do you speak as default, or who are your parents, for example. So it's definitely not 100%. More like 95 or 80 or 50. I think that's up to you how you look at it. But that's the first side of the coin. Now let's say that fate is actually real. But I'd like to split this point into two subpoints. I'm going to call this one the absolute fate. You are completely out of control. Every single action in your life is already assigned for you somewhere. Either God, quantum computer of cyber aliens, or maybe even cats. Doesn't matter. You don't have a free will, you are just experiencing life happening to you despite your approval or disapproval. And there's no way to disprove it. You can say, for example, that instead of walking right now or doing whatever you're doing, you're gonna jump for whatever reason. Now, that might seem that this was your own decision and you made it, but there's still no way to prove that this is not what was meant to happen. Even me writing the script for this video cannot be proven that this script writing was not meant to be happening, however ridiculous it sounds. Funny concept, isn't it? Now, let's call this one a chill fate. It still stands under a point that fate is real and you are not in control, but this one approaches it a bit differently. You are in control of the decisions you make. It's you who decide what are you going to do right now. You decide if you're gonna jump, go for a walk, or quit your job, for example. But despite that, all things that you have done or you haven't, they will all lead you to the already assigned destination. More like you can choose whatever path you take to accomplish the finish line that is meant for you. And this comparison might sound stupid, but look at death, for example. Doesn't matter where you start, doesn't matter what you do during your lifetime, at the end you meet your destination, no matter if you were a yacht owner or a restaurant worker or anybody. Now, my job here is not to prove or disprove any points here, but rather give you something to think about. So maybe if you are lost or not somewhere where you want to be right now, maybe just chill out and think. Because even if it's not you who produces the thoughts, thinking is actually the only thing that nobody can steal from you.